Welcome to Table Talk. I'm so sorry about the lighting. I did a book haul. I'm doing a book haul. I went shopping, got some books. Sorry about the lighting. I'm haven't ate lunch yet, so I got lunch in my little toaster oven. And when you use the toaster oven on a microwave, this light up here goes dim. So the first two books I want to talk about are two books that I checked out from the library, and I think I have both of these books on Goodreads. I'm not for sure, but I will check my Goodreads out. The first one I did is by Vanessa Curtis, and it's Hunting a Tabby Gray. I think I do have this on my Goodreads. It says Tabby is used to changing schools and moving houses, but when her family moves into West Manor, something is different. It's as if the house has been waiting for her. There are lavender smells which come from nowhere, and an old servant bell ringing in the night. She can hear crying in empty rooms. Tabby's always been investigator. Ever, even her best friend Gemma knows that, but this time, could she actually be telling the truth? This is a classic ghost story with a stunning twist. It will take your breath away. I read the back of that when it said take your breath away. I was like, okay, this isn't a thick book, it's a thin book, but I know I can read it and have it done. I'm still working on some other books and getting them working on, and I still got like 2 books right now in my February TBR. Mixed Business, um, 2x2, and Unlikely Lady Lessons. I'm still reading on that one. The next one I got, Love in Winter Wonderland. This is by a black author, and it talks about the black author. I love this cover inside because it has books, and it looks like a bookshelf with a whole bunch of books. And I'm sitting here, I wished the cover would, instead of having squiggly lines, have real names of real books. That would have been awesome. It says here, and the same thing on this side. It says here, charming, handsome Trey Anderson balances pressures of school populars with a job at his family's beloved local bookshop. Wonderland, London's oldest black-owned bookstore. Quickly creative Ariel Spencer needs institution for the prodigious art program of her dreams, and opening at Wonderland is the answer. When Trey and Ariel learn that Wonderland is on the brink of being shut down by a neighborhood graffitier, they team up to stop the doors from closing before Christmas Eve deadline and embark on a hate-to-love journey that will change them forever. Heartwarming and romantic, this read is the gift that keeps on giving no matter the season. And it's Love in Winter Wonderland. So I started reading this book in the library. I read chapter 1, and I was trying to read chapter 2, and then I was like, my hands shake. Sorry about that. Started to read chapter 2, and then my stomach went, grrr, and I was like, I'm hungry. I'm going to check this book out. Because I was going to sit down and read this book at the library, and I was like, no. I'll check this book out, go home, and I am going to take a bath here in a little bit, and I'm going to work on reading this book and whatnot. Now, I've got some books. Now, some of these books are on my Goodreads. I've read them, or I think they're on there to read. One of them, I think I just recently added this book. I paid 75 cents for this book. I cannot believe it. I'm going to take this. I like to keep the price tags of them because if there's books that I don't like or I don't read, I'll put a price tag on there and put it in the library and take one, and I guess they don't mind me doing it. It's by Sally Hepworth. It's called The Good Sister. And I think I have this on my Goodreads to read. So I cannot wait to read this book. The next book that I have here is by Jenny Colgan, Colgan, Colgan. And I paid $1 for this book. And it's Where Have All the Boys Gone? I thought this book would be a good one. Two sisters, one truth, but which one of them knows it? On the Blood Sisters. This one is faced with the harsh reality that there are 25,000 more women than men in London. Kate's dating protects are at an all-time low while she's had is not a man's world anymore. Her own world really needs more eligible bachelors. She also has another one called Diamond's Girl's Best Friend, and referring herself to the fact that 3, no sex in the city for her. Kate decides to head for the hills, or the Scotland Highlands to be exact. A new job takes her to the charming town of Fairlish, which is tiny and in the middle of nowhere, but as an awful lot of single men. Kate soon discovers that her shabby new boss, Henry, is not one of the men she is hoping to meet. Although she does perk up around a gorgeous local news reporter, Colleen, but, not me, Ein. But Ein is a loggerhead with Henry, and she can't afford to get on Henry's bad side any more than she already has. Life in this country might not be one big roll in the hay, but could Kate ever turn back to delights of Farish and return to city life? So, then the next one I got is by Lorna Landvik, and it's Angry Housewives Eating Bonbons. And I only paid, I said $1 for that. I paid $1 for this book. I'll show it just a minute. I paid $1 for this book as well. And there's the cover of it. I thought this book would be cute to read. The women of Freshcliff Court is convinced that they're nothing good. Coffee disgusted desserts, and strong shoulders can fix. Laughter is the glue that holds them together. The foundations of a book group they all call AHB. Angry Housewives Eating Bonbons. Okay, an unofficial club that comes much more. It becomes alive holding through the fairies every year. There's faith of a lonely mother of twins who harbors terrible secrets that she commanded her to living a lie. Big beautiful Aubrey is resident sex queen who knows That's with good petitions and attitudes you can get away with anything. Merit, she, shy doctor's wife with a face of an angel, and the private hell of an abusive husband. Carlos, a wise woman with a wonderful laugh, who knows the greatest gift appears after life filled with storms and physically slips, a tiny scarfus of a woman who isn't afraid to look terrible, sight in the eye. So, and I didn't read all of it, but get down. The other one, I got another Colleen Hoover book, Ugly Love. I did not care for this book, but I do want to get all Colleen Hoover books, and I did say if I buy this book, I would definitely read it again and go with it, and check it out, read it. This seems smaller than the one that I had the first time. The first one I thought was a little bit thicker. But anyway, everybody knows what that book's about. Then, that book was $1 itself. This book was $1 itself. I paid like $5.75 for these books. And then one book I turned in a book I didn't like, and I got another one out. These things are hidden by Heather Gudenkauf. When a teenager, Allison Glenn, is sent to prison for hilarious crimes, she leaves behind her reproductions as London Falls Garden Girl Forever. Her present denying curses of their once perfect child. Her former friend, exalted in her downfall, her sister Brian's face, wiped rumors every day in the hallway of their small Iowa high school. Is Brian shy? Quiet Brian, who carries the burden of what really happened that night. All she wants is to go forget Allison and the past that haunts her. But then Allison is released to a halfway house and is more determined than ever to speak with her enchanted sister. Now the legacy of the secret is focused on one little boy, and if the truth is revealed, the consequences will be unimaginable for the positive mother who loves him, the girl who tried to protect him, and the two sisters who holds the key to all is hidden. So that sounds like a really terrific book. And the last one I got is The Luster of Lost Things by Sophie Chen Keller. Oh, she's an Oriental girl. Walter Lavender Jr. is a master of finding the weather of high tops, a markers of croissants, and some who keeps vaginal 12 years counting. But he wouldn't be able to tell you suddenly by the confidence dissing orders. Walter's life gets familiated. He has Lavender, his mother, enchanted desktop, hormones and dragon breath, annual fire. He also has knack for tracking down any missing thing except for his lost father. So when the book at the root of the shop magic vanished, Walter, accompanied by overweight golden reviewers, journeyed through New York City to find along the way encountering an unforgettable cast of lost souls. Sleeping in the Mountain Wonders. The lusters of lost things explores the depth of our extra kindness and the ability to heal under some of the messages on why becoming lost and now we found. From the bright broken heart of a boy who knows where to look for everything but himself. And that is the next book. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about the lighting. And give it a thumbs up if you like book haul videos. Until next time, bye guys.